Hello, Rohan. My name is Lorelei F, and I'm a tutor with the Wyzant system. I've been tutoring for many years, though not necessarily with this system. By the way, excuse me if there is kind of a pop-up over my face. They've been having some kind of a technical issue with this Ask an Expert on Wyzant. So anyway, hello, how are you? Great to see you. Interesting question that you have here. And the first thing that pops up when I see your question is, where did the question come from? Because my first assumption might be that you read some sort of a text at school or whatnot, and the text was telling you some information about the lion population. And so that could be one possibility. My other thought is perhaps you came up with this as a good research question to go out and find out about this because perhaps you're studying something to do with animals or lions or who knows, wild animals or whatever. So that's your first thing. We got to know what it is that where it came from, because if it came from a text, you're gonna want to go back to the text. Okay, you're going to look for, as you see over here, you're going to look for clues in the text. You see what I'm doing? I'm highlighting that. So you want to look for clues in the text. You want to look for clues in the text about what was the lion population in 1960, how it was, whether it was bigger, whether it's smaller, whether there was more males or females or whatnot. I don't know what, because I don't really know what's happening with the lion population. So you want to look for what was happening in the lion population in the 1960s, and also look for what was happening in the lion population in the 1975. And also, depending on where this research question came from, I'm not quite sure why you're focusing on 1960 or 1975, but one might think that you want to know what's happening with the lion population now, right? So that's what you're going to do. You're going to zero into that text that you got this question from or that you were supposed to read, and you're going to find your clues in the text. And there should be some good clues in there. The other thing, though, is if this is perhaps a research question that you came up with for some kind of project or whatever, now you got a whole nother story. Now you want to go online, okay? Now you want to go online and to the library, by the way, because we all know that, online is not, always the be all end all of where information is coming from, but a lot of our information is coming from online these days. So you want to go to reputable sources, okay, online. So what's a reputable source? Some government agency that monitors the lion population. It could be an agency in the United States, but probably not. It might be a government agency, perhaps in Africa or something where lions really are more prolific and where they're probably living. So you want to find some really good, solid sources that will tell you about the lion population in 1960, in 1975, and perhaps even, as I said before, to the current time period. Though there may be a specific reason why they're zeroing in on 1960 to 1975. You probably know that better than I do. Perhaps something very definite happened to the lion population in that span of time. So what was it? What happened to the lion population? Think about that. Did you read that in some of your reading or in coming up with this research question? So these are all the starts of things that you want to do, the things you want to do. And again, you want to always make sure that those resources, if you're going online, that they are really good, solid, reputable resources. Okay. People who have an accountability for lions, not just any old buddy out there. Right. And again, your differentiating thing is you don't want to go online and research that if you were actually given a text and told to take the information from that text, then you want to just get the information from the text. But if you came up with this and you're trying to do this research or someone else came up with this idea, that's when you're going to go to those online resources or the library or whatnot. And by the way, librarians are great resources for us. Librarians are the best thing on the planet, I can tell you that. And they're always so helpful. So the library is a good resource as well. Okay, my friend, I'd love to see you. I'd love to chat with you some more. Tell me how this project goes for you. Have a good one. Bye-bye.